Right. We got it. Just need to get the audio. Get the audio, we'll be popping. See, yo. It's trying to connect your audio. Hold on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got it. Got them.
Right. Look at that shit. Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Huh?
No doubt.
There's too much light in here, man. God damn. I need to tone this shit down a little bit.
Do your thing, God. Do your thing. I'm just gonna pull up. I'm just gonna pull up the questions we had. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Can you see? All right.
Let's see. That'd be good.
All right. I'm gonna have to deal with the light.
You good to go? No doubt, man. So we back again, my friend, with another one. I was telling the people, Marlo, that you know, we linked up, you know, both of us on our little spiritual paths and whatnot.
Yeah, you got to get that activation going. We ain't gonna throw no names out there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing.
Another video.
You know? Man, I was shit, I still might shit. Oh no. I was this close though to kind of just like but you know, it ain't about that. Yeah. It ain't about
all
that.
All love, brother, all love.
Yeah, it ain't about that, you know. Cause I learned some things.
Look, you ain't get taken for the ride like I did, so yeah.
Yeah, I know you got some motherfucking stories, nigga. But so when I met you though, bro, you know, the vibes was there, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Hold on. When I met you though, I was like, yo, man, I thought you were trying to jump the line. And I was like, hold up, man. I was like, no, man, we cool. We got the ticket. And I was like, I felt kind of bad, but you know what? You were chill about it. I felt the vibe. I was like, all right.
Yeah, hey, no, not at all.
You weren't coming with the smoke. You were just like, nah, man, I'm good. I paid.
Yeah, no question. No question, man. And I was like, yo, man, I saw the jewelry. You know, we chopped it up for a couple minutes. She was like, yeah, you know, you work with the metals, you know, and then the word shaman came up, you know.
Yeah, it comes up a lot in my life.
And I was like, damn, you know, that's some shit, you know, because my grandmother, she's Hollowa Indian. Well, my great grandmother was Hollowa Indian. So it's something that's always been in my family, and it's something that I never really, like, I got the concept, I came across it in my readings, you know, the medicine man.
Yeah, all the traditional terms of it.
Yeah, you know, but the whole way that the Indians were, you know, handled in regards to the Europeans, and it being a part of my family structure, but I never, you know, my grandmother was so old, like when I first met her, time just stopped. I was in the room like, damn, you know, if it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be for her. If it wasn't for her, it wasn't for my dad. So I was going through that. I really wasn't like, yo, Granny, tell me about da-da-da-da. You know, it wasn't that type of a thing. So I was like, shit, man, this is something that I always really wanted to know more about. Get somebody that may have known, pick their brain about it. So what I want to start out with is, you know, number one, how long have you been into shamanism? What was your introduction to it? Was it a family thing? Was it something that was like in your immediate family, or was it something, you know, you grew up around the way and, you know,
Right.
homeboy down the block, his family dealt with it and you got put onto it, or, you know, go ahead and take the floor and just tell us a little bit of your own personal introduction into shamanism, and go ahead and paint that picture, man, so we can get an idea how that all unraveled for you.
Okay. First off, I didn't coin this term, but I like it. So I'm gonna say I was born in. I wasn't sworn in.
Thank
It's one of them things. Nobody, if you really know shamanism and what it's about, you don't want to be a shaman. It's just you got to be a little half-cocked, because to truly be a shaman, you got to either go through some serious illness, which almost takes your life, or have some psychotic break or something like that. That connection with spirit, there's two worlds, you know. You talk about the spirit world and the physical world, the material world, and shamans walk in between those, but we're constantly in that fold, you know. So you got to learn how to juggle those two. And if you don't figure that shit out, you'll go fucking crazy, or
Right.
something will drive you nuts, because if you're not listening to spirit, it will make your life fucked up. Seriously. So for me, it started out as a child, like just having weird spiritual experiences, like motherfuckers trying to choke me out, and just seeing. I never really saw spirits because I'm a bear, and as probably getting that later, as bears we don't see very well, but we can feel and see energy. But things always felt like things were coming after me, you know what I mean, and like holding me down, and just like all that weird paranormal shit that people talk about. And as I got older, when I started going to church, I would ask the pastors, you know, like, I had this experience. Yo, can you tell me what's going on? Because I don't see it in the Bible. You don't preach about it. Like, help me out. What can Jesus do for me?
Right.
And they were always like,
so hold on. What you're saying is that you were having these type of, you know, now in hindsight 2020, you can call it like shamanistic revelations before you even knew what it was, or before you even, that's what you're kind of saying, like you were having the experience.
Yeah, before I even knew anything about shamanism or spirituality. And yeah, as a little kid, I had shit like terrorizing me. I mean, I would lay in the bed and it felt like it was like a vortex. I would hear shit like woo, 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 and it felt like I was spinning, like I could see the whole room spinning. Wow. And I was like stuck in place, like you're on a ride or Great Adventures, like weird shit like that, you know. I mean, I can go on, but I'm trying to keep it brief. And I would go to my pastor, you know, and be like, look, like what the hell is going on, you know? And they couldn't answer it, and I was like, okay. So as I got a little older, I talked to my mom about it. I worked at the Courage, and she was like, well, you know, your great grandfather, you know, he did this and that in South Carolina. They were Indians, and he could tell the future, and he was considered a shaman. And I was like, all right. So I looked into shamanism, and they was like, yeah, sometimes it passed down generations. They could be male or female, and this is what they did. Okay. So I started looking into voodoo, shamanism, witchcraft, Wicca, all of that. You know what I mean? I wanted to know.
Right. Hell yeah.
I know, you know what I mean? I ain't crazy. This shit really happened to me.
Right.
And I seen the voodoo priestesses, and I seen them all, and I worked with them. And I got taken for a ride a couple times. Some people were straight up with me. And what I came to realize was that it's all like your own personal, like they say, poltergeist kind of thing. You have this energy. We all have this energy, right? I was born with this shamanic energy. And that, you know, when you're young, that spiritual energy is like fucking overload. You know what I mean? If you don't have a channel for it, if you don't have a way to release it or somebody to guide you, it would drive you fucking nuts. And you can go and look at these psych wards today. I can guarantee you probably a good 40% of them have probably got shaman energy, and they just don't know. They didn't have the outlet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, hell yeah. I can dig that. It's like that spiritual energy, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, just, like they can see between, like you said, them two realms, or as they say, what, like go beyond the veil. You know what I mean? And people be like, yo, these motherfuckers is crazy, but really the motherfuckers got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They see some shit you don't see. So I could definitely dig that.
Yeah, and the spirits would drive you nuts if you don't, you know what I mean? If you don't fucking put it in balance. So at that point, I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure this shit out. I made a conscious effort, and I started getting the books, the Ted Andrews and Sanger Engermans and all that. And I started going to see, you know, the people that did readings and all that shit. And it was kind of crazy because then I realized, like, all right, I have this gift, right? Okay. How the hell can I use it? And nobody wanted to teach me. That was the weirdest thing. Nobody wanted, and I was like, all right, I'm looking for a teacher. Nobody wanted to teach me. Nobody wanted to give me advice. They were just like, all right, this is what you need to do X, Y, and Z. And they would refer me to somebody else. I was always getting passed off. I go back to family. Oh, we can't help you. That happened so long ago. We don't know. And
let me ask you this. Not to be racial or anything, but were these black people, white people, Native American, like?
They were voodoo priests, black.
Wow.
I've had Native Americans. They were probably, I don't know, they black, white. I don't know what you call a Native American nowadays.
Okay.
But I'm more Native American than.
So it was a
most
variety of different. It was a variety of different.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
I wasn't stuck in
But
any
you just
bubble.
wasn't being like hated on in that way. It was like it didn't matter who it was.
No, I even went to psychologists, and they was like, I had one psychologist try to prescribe me antipsychotics because I told him what I saw and what I dealt with. And I was like, all right, this is what mainstream media thinks of this. You know what I mean?
Damn. Son.
So, yeah, I've been through the ringer, dude. And I got to the point where I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to explore and let it do what it do. So I went out in the nature. And this was my ideal shamanism because for my own personal experience.
Let's go. Said, fuck it. All right.
I said, fuck it. You ain't going to help me. I'm not going to go crazy. And I just started to walk out in the nature, man, and just sit out there and look at trees and little shit. And I would notice like the trees would change colors. They get like white shadows on them. Animals would glow. You know what I mean? And I would sit there and watch and observe how they move. You know what I mean? And I would pick up little things. Like shamanism is such a generic term. Like in Siberia, I guess that's where the original term came from.
Yeah.
In Australia, they call them clever men because they could sit there and you can watch. I would hear my grandmother say, oh, the leaves are turning over. That means it's going to rain soon. It's going to be bad. That's shamanism. That's stupid shit. You can watch and observe something naturally and see what the effect's going to be. The people that don't pay attention to what's going on in their natural environment, you know, they think that's some spookism or some witch doctor shit or something like that. But it's really just natural observation, being silent, shutting down the internal dialogue, and letting shit come in and watching things unfold like that.
And
to me, that's what shamanism is. It can be tarot or it can be Wicca or anything like that, but it's really just observing your environment and using Mother Earth's energy. That's the biggest part of it. The Earth has plenty of energy for all of us to use, and all the shit is energy work. And the Earth provides plenty of energy. You ain't got to look to the stars or the moon and all this other shit. Just use this right there. Your feet can absorb energy from the Earth, and you can transmute that shit and make some goddamn great shit happen, man.
Ooh, nigga. Yeah, nigga, yeah. So, okay. Damn, that's ill. That make a lot of sense. So the shaman is the natural observer. And when you say you know, like being out in nature, observing the animals, observing what's going on around you, that put me into that kung fu mindset, you know, where these different masters they mimic their techniques off of watching the animals.
You know what I mean? The old kung fu
stuff like that. So that makes a lot of fucking sense what you just dropped. You know what I mean? Okay, so you was like, fuck it, you know. You basically got your guard on. You was like, hey, you know, look here, look there. I'm gonna go take it upon myself, go out here and see what's going on. Now, as you went through that, did you come across a teacher eventually? Or how did it get a little bit deeper? Or where did that lead you to if that wasn't the case then?
What eventually would have led me to was that when I did to go seek people out, they were asking me questions. You know, it
Wow.
came to be to the point because everybody, look, we all live our own life, right? Our truth is our truth. What I believe, not what I believe, what I know and what I experience, you may not know and experience. So when people know that you're confident in what you know, they want to know what you know. I don't care if they're the teacher, the sage, the guru, but my truth is my truth. And if I can stand behind that, they want to know what you're working with.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what it came to be.
Gotcha. You were basically exuding that confidence, or not even necessarily in a cocky way, but you were just like, yo, boom, 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 and then the tables turned, and it was like, oh well, shit. They was asking your ass.
And not even like you said, not in a cocky way. It was like
Right.
I was telling them about experiences. Look, this is what I dealt with. This is how I handled it. Have you had this experience? Like, okay, for instance, just a little example. Like, I can see energy floating in the air or whatever. And I talked to a shaman one day. I went to see her, and I was like, look, I can see these things floating in the air. Some have little bubbles connected. Some have lines. And she's like, those are thought forms. What you're seeing is thought, called as energy. So I was like, yeah, I can perceive energy. I know that. I was like, well, how can I manipulate that? Can I manipulate it? So we were kind of building. And she was like, yeah, you can ask them to move a certain way. And if they move that way, you're communicating with them. And I did that. And it was like, all right, I can manipulate energy. But where do I go from there? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, this is what it is. You know what I mean? So it was kind of became a building process. And I got stuck in a loop of trying to learn more instead of just going within, because we all gods, man. We all got it within ourselves.
Yeah.
And our reality is our perception.
You go through that though. You go through like the alchemy, with the snake biting its tail. You go around that block, man, where you're, when you're the seeker on that path, you're seeking, you find yourself looking, and a lot of times you're looking out into the peripheral, or you trying to connect, you trying to understand, you asking this one, asking that one. And then the whole time though, the purpose that made you come forth to look, it was coming from a place of yourself that you were seeking to understand. The thing is when we get to looking and looking and looking, we forget the purpose of us looking was for the part that was already in us right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you go around, and then as we come around, it's like, man, you was the shit the whole time. You know what I mean? So what you saying is lining up, bro. It's lining up.
And we all got it. We all got it. And like the shamanism thing, it's not a niche. It's not like it's something special or anything like that. We all got our own shit. And I should do like, events and psychic shows and all that shit and do readings and all that. And a lot of those people, they don't need cards. They don't need medicine wheels or anything like that. They do that for show. That's all for show. They know what the hell they're doing, and they know what's going on. And most people have it. Actually, everybody has it. It's a matter of if you want to nurture it, if you're going to ignore it, or if you decide you want to do something else. But for me, I couldn't ignore it. And that's the part when you say, what is a shaman? You can't ignore it. That shit is either you're going to do it, or you're going to fucking go insane, or you're going to be deathly ill. So that's what separates a shaman from, I guess, the average individual.
Right.
You're born in, you're not sworn in. You can take classes and lectures and do all that and get your little certificates, like you say, and that's all well and good. But for me, I didn't want this shit, man. I just wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to play ball. I'm 6'4", I wanted to ball it out and do all that shit. But nah, it wasn't in the cards for me. So
yeah,
here I am, man. And I pretty much work on self now. I did all the shows and it's called the banquet circuits and all of that. I can't do it. It's not me. For me, it's personal. You know what I mean? It's a mission personal. I'm tired of these revolutions, brother. I don't want to come back here no more. I want to figure out the shit. I need to figure it out and get the fuck out of here.
No doubt, man. It's like you get to that place where it's like, fuck all that pageantry.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all that pageantry. I want to get down to business. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that. So yo,
You
okay.
got that energy too, my nigga.
Word. Give thanks, God. Give thanks, man. I'm pulling it out, I appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, we know that shamanism cross cultures realistically,
Hmm.
but it seems to have been, galvanized with the Native American vibe. It seems to have been, I guess I should say, best preserved as far as I
Right.
know, because shit, it's
In
niggas in the
America,
sticks.
yes.
Yeah, it's niggas in the sticks and these other places that I can't even speak upon. They shit probably still live and popping, which I'm sure there's a couple
Yeah.
undisclosed locations. But
The Mbuk Tutu.
there you
Never
go.
know.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? What's that? That one tribe. Shit, it's a tribe. What's that one tribe? They was like, yo, they ain't had no influence. And Buddy tried to come over there with the boat, with the he tried to come through with the missionary shit.
They
But he
probably
ain't
boated
make
him out
Buddy,
his
Buddy
ass up.
ain't make it. He ain't make it. They
Mm-hmm.
took his
That's right.
ass off. They're like, nah, ain't none of that coming up in here. So
Right. We don't want that bullshit.
exactly.
No, but in reality, every tribe, if you go back to the earliest man, despite what you want to think, people come from space and all that bullshit,
Right.
we were herd people. You know what I mean? We had our tribes, we had our cliques, and every tribe and herd had their shamans. I don't care if you're a white, black, Chinese, Filipino, Nordic, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Every group of people had their medicine men, or shaman, or witch doctor, or Obi-Wan if you're Jamaican, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Priest.
Shaman is
Right.
such a generic term, but every group of people had that spiritual leader. You know what I mean? You had your chieftain, you had your boss hog, somebody that was ready to throw down, that's going to keep shit real.
Right.
And you had your spiritual guy. And most tribes had 2 or 3 of them. See, a shaman wasn't just a guy that, all right, he could do surgery. He had the shaman that maybe he could do journeys for people. He could figure shit out. You had a shaman that could maybe figure out weather patterns when the crops were going ground. It wasn't just one shaman. Because shamans, we specialize in certain shit. Not one guy.
Okay, the shamans was the priesthood. The shamans was the priesthood.
A fucking ass doctor. You can be a gynecologist. Shaman is the same way. Like you pick your shit, and that's what you do. We all have our skills, right? Your clairvoyant, your audience, clairsentient. It's the same goddamn thing.
Okay. Damn. Thank you, son. Interview with a motherfucking shaman. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So I was scoping something to say that, okay, I want to touch on something that's kind of going into the Indian thing. So what's this? What the fuck is this $5 Indian shit?
Oh man.
Let's go ahead and just get that. I want to go ahead and get that, cross that off the list, because I think I get it, and it, you know what I mean. I wanna let somebody who who has studied the culture to go ahead and get their take on it. You know what I mean? For me, I feel like it's the Europeans trying to buy their way into some shit.
Okay. You already know what it is. I'm gonna try to be politically correct, which I shouldn't be, because look,
Hey, my
when we
nigga,
first came to America,
you can do what you do. You can do what you do, God.
Nagas was here, right?
No doubt.
We were Indians. We were here with the Mongoloid Indians and the Asiatic Indians, the Vikings, everybody else.
Moors, all that.
And then, when they brought the slaves over there, like, there's too many darkies over here. We got to find a way to differentiate them. We can't have the slaves and the Indians, the free Indians mixing together, and it's just too much. All right, let's create this race called Black. So they struck a deal with the Mongoloid Indians, or the people, the Asiatic-looking Indians, and they took it and they helped enslave the Black people that were in this state.
Mm.
And as time went on, they started, we're going to give you this land, after they fucked over the Mongoloid Indians. Mm-hmm. And the white folks said, hold on, I like to do no taxes. What? We get this land, we can do whatever we want. So they went to the man that was doling out these little receipts, the Dawes laws. And he said, all right, give me $5. I'll put you on the paper. All you got to do is play the part, put the dress on, do a little all that good shit, and you can live it up and be like the Indians. And that's what happened.
What they got?
I got plenty of my
They got
family.
the tax exemption in the whole nine, right?
Oh, the whole nine. All you had to do is play the part, put the war paint on, and a couple feathers, and there you go. And then there goes your $5 Indian. And I listen to a lot of Native American music, and they make fun of them. They got songs about the $5 Indians, and it's kind of sad.
They got a diss track on the mixtape for their ass, son.
Yeah, it is what it is. What can you do about it now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, no doubt.
I just wish I would have got my 40 acres and a mule, even though I was born here in America. And I know my ancestors didn't come from Africa. We did at some point, but we didn't come over the slave trade. We've been here.
Right.
We're on the Dawes Roads. A lot of my family on the Dawes Roads, but it is what it is, man. I don't get the benefits, but you know. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Fucking $5 Indian.
Okay, no doubt. Okay, so I get the feel that when you're dealing with shamanism, we definitely going tribal. So that definitely means that we're going word of mouth. We're definitely going into, like, you know, folk tale, you know, if I could use that term, you know, the stories that become, you know, urban legends, and then it becomes a mythology. You know, you can see how it happens. So a lot of word of mouth, you know what I'm saying, comes to mind. But okay, is there, or has there developed a text, or in your opinion, I should say, now that we're into the, you know, 20th century, after time has gone by, has there come along a definitive text, or is there a definitive text, or not? Let's remove it from it being a text. Is there a definitive mythology or folk tale that really encompasses and says, like, yo, this kind of captures what the shamanism is, kind of like how you have like the hero's journey? Is there any type of text that deals with shamanism that's like, yo, this right here was the shit? Or was it more of a story that, you know?
Hell no. Because you had all these different tribes, all these different people. And like I said, this shit was spread throughout the globe. Every herd of people had their quote unquote shamans, because it's a generic term. Okay, so if we're using this generic term, we're just talking in generic basics. No, it's too much going on. Look, I can take a shamanic journey and I'm going to see mermaids, fucking king snakes. I'm going to see my bears. I always hang out with my bears, all that shit. And if I'm the chieftain, I'm going to tell people, this is what the bear told me, this is what the king snake told me, and this is what I saw from the mermaid. You go to another tribe, somebody else, it's all individual, right? Spirituality. It's what we know, what we experience. They're going to see something else. They're going to tell their people. So it can be, you know, like the white buffalo woman story from some nations, they have that. And the Hopi have their different thing. This is what, you know, that can be collective within that group, because they share that and you give energy to that. Just like any other god that we know is all energy, right?
Got you.
I can say Isis, right? But everybody in Egypt believe in Isis, right? We give an energy to that. We're feeding that energy. All the shit is energy, man.
Got you.
That's the basic point,
I got you.
right? So collectively, we're feeding that. We're creating that within our own thought patterns and with our own energy. So, there's nothing definitive about it. It can be within that certain group or that tribe, but no, you create the shit, man. I tell you what, I make up so much magical shit when I go on journeys. It's comical. I'm telling you.
No doubt.
The truth is stranger than fiction. You can make whatever the fuck you want. You can give energy to. I can give energy to this fucking bottle of beer right here and make this shit powerful. I can sit there and say, I love you, motherfucking Voodoo Ranger beer, 1,000 times over, and every time I sip it, I'm giving that love right back to myself. It's the same thing, right? Whatever you give your energy to. So if you got a collective group of people giving energy to this myth or mythology or this thought, yeah, of course it's going to be powerful. But everybody's pulling from that, right? Everybody's giving to it, you're pulling from it. But if I take this and say, you know what, this is fucking chapstick. I'm gonna give my thought and energy to this, and I meditate on this shit hard. That's all mine. I can pull from that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Nobody else can do it. And that's what it is. It's all play on energy. All this shit is energy, man.
Got you, bro.
It's to
So
manipulate
it's like a template. It's just a template. Like the science of it is like just the template. Like the science, like you said, it's a generic term, but it's like a generic term for the science, or you know, these things, these different envelopes of understanding, and you can insert any group, any culture into it, or they can have their own version of it, but the science don't ever change. The science is the science. So you can interpret that shit or however the fuck you want to interpret it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The only thing that changes is when you go within, you get into the subconscious, right? And what you see internally, not externally, what you see in there, like I said, I've seen mermaids, all kind of shit. To me, that's personal power. That came from within. You know what I mean?
Personal power.
So I know when I go within and I see that, all right, I know what time it is, right?
Right.
I got my snake. My snake's gonna tell me what the hell. If somebody's sick or somebody's fucked up in the head, I'm gonna go see the snake. All right, let's go down to the snake pit when I'm in my journey. All right, snake, what are we working with here? All right, if somebody needs something else, I go see the bear. Bear, what do they need? You know, and then that's when you deal with the personal shit. And that's when you get your personal power, right? But you got to deal with your own shit first, right? Get that shit out. So that's the difference with shamanism. You deal with your personal shit, you get your personal power. You love your petty tyrants, which people that the haters, I call them petty tyrants. I got that term from Carlos Castaneda.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the only difference there, is that it's so much within that you bring out. You know what I mean? You constantly got to go within. If you ain't going within and dealing with your own shit, you really don't have any personal power. And without personal power, you can't interact with your environment.
Okay.
And I talk to animals every morning. Crows, flies. I'll kill a fly in a heartbeat. I don't give a fuck. But I still interact with them. Fuck out of my way. Okay. Good morning, crow. How you doing? Fly, fuck you. Smash them. You know? That's shamanism.
Okay, I'm glad you.
I have a relationship, right? If you talk to the animals will know you, and you know a relationship. There's a language there. People think you're kind of weird, and people think, I talk to the plants. If I'm going to pick a piece of basil, I'll grow some basil. Can I have a piece of you? Thank you, please. All right. Just like the I don't know, there's a video. The guy did an experiment with water. He said, I love you, I love you, I love you. He said to one jar, another jar, he kept saying, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And one grew mold. Yeah, it's the same shit. Everything is alive. Everything has energy. So you got to realize that we're all God, right? If God is everything and we're all part of God and everything is in the universe, we're all taking part in that. I'm not better than anybody else. Nobody else is better than me. So a rock, even though it can't move, it can't roll, it can't shit, it's still alive. It's a sentient being. So I can talk to that rock. This rock can talk to me. I can communicate with it. It's all about the mind, right?
Right.
Mind is all, the universe is mental. So you can get into that state by the shamanic journey, right? You get to that state, you can talk to these beings in an altered state of consciousness. When you come back to your reality, it becomes like second nature. And then you get the omens, right? Every morning the crows talk to me. Every morning, like a chicken wakes up. Caw-caw! I'm like, what up, my man?
No doubt.
Wherever a crow is, magic is.
Word.
If I see a crow, I know there's magic there. And crows are fucking everywhere.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Sorry.
No, you good. You good. Man, you good. So, okay, in my journey, like, I dealt with some different shit, you know what I'm saying? I came across some MARLO shit, like some hardcore shit. You know, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not.
Niggas was getting down. You know what I mean? I mean, like, we going to get them birds. We busting down. You know what I mean? I saw some things. You know. So, does shamanism have anything that has that remnant of, I would say, Apollo or voodoo, where you know, or the E5 where they busting down, they getting down with the roosters and the bloodletting. You got the cauldrons and the, you know, it start to get kind of ill with it, you know. But I understand it because it's dealing with electromagnetic frequencies. I know that those animals are prayed over. It's a whole thing. It's not, you know, the ones that I was around. It was really it was ill, but it was actually beautiful. The respect with the ceremony and how they got down, you know, the shit that I observed personally. So what I want to know is like the shamanism, and I'm using that generically, of course. Does it have anything to do with the sacrificing of the animal? Or you could even get into, if you want to use this also to talk about how, I guess the Muslims would say halal, you know, with the meat, with the animals
Right.
that they're even going to eat. It may not even be a ritual, but I guess what I'm trying to touch on is before we get into the animals as far as the spirit, because shamans deal with animals as spirit, is there anything that you want to share with us as far as like with ritual? Is there bloodletting? Is y'all snapping chicken necks like them Palo niggas, or what's really good? What y'all really doing? You know, what's up with the rituals? You know.
Well, first of all, shamanism is not a religion, and again, it's individualized. Whatever people want to do in their tribes and their cultures, and nowadays that shit don't happen too much anymore, man. It's we're in a different time. All that shit traditional back in the day, they did what they did. That shit don't happen too much anymore, unless you're in some third world country and you do what you do. And I can't speak for them.
Right.
I can only speak for myself. But yeah, if you want to snap a chicken neck, fucking snap his neck. If that's what Spirit's telling you to do. The thing is, man, you got to take the biggest thing. You take your ego out of it when it comes to it. There's no ego involved. But Spirit's telling you, break that fucking chicken neck and drink the blood. That's what the fuck you do. I don't know. I mean, to me, it's simple. Like I tell you, you gotta be like Tom Cox to be a shaman. Like we're not born right. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm gonna do. Like I've done some shit, man. I've picked up dead animals off the side of the road. Spirit told me, stop, pick them up.
Hey, bro, hold on,
I went
bro.
Went and cleaned them up. He's like, there's the bridge, there's a river over there. And I drove to a spot, there's a bridge, there's a river.
Bro,
put them under there, let them pass through the river.
Hold the fuck up.
All right.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
No, you good. There was a time, bro, where when I was dealing with this spiritual shit, man, I would come across these dead animals, bro, and it'd be like, I'd be riding my bike to work, because there was a time where I was on my bike, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like, in Charlotte, they got them big ass geese around. Shit, they be shitting everywhere, dude. Man, one of these geese, I was riding in the sidewalk, and one of these motherfuckers was just like laid out. I don't know if a car hit it or whatever. But something in me was like, yo. I grabbed some I went in my backpack. I had like, you know, some snacks. I took my snacks out of the plastic bag from the store, and I just put it on my hand like a glove. And I just grabbed the nigga wing and I just drug him. And guess what I did? Every time I did it, guess what I did? I just drug him by a tree. I put him by a tree and I was like, yo, man, go ahead and rest, son. Like, because it felt spiritually like, damn, this nigga ain't even get to die right. Like, he got fucked up. And he just, like, people walking by, you know what I mean? Kids, mothers gonna be walking their kids to the store. Here go this big ass bird all fucked up. I'm like, damn, man, let me pull this nigga behind the tree.
That's shaman shit right there, man.
I'm gonna tell you some other shit I did.
Yeah.
It was a period where I was up and down the interstate, and I rolled by one day because I used to always see hawks flying. Me and hawks got some shit going on.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
So, oh, that's the timer. We might need to stop. We might need to stop and come back.
All right.
Hold on. Let me see.
That's fine. We're getting some good shit now.
No doubt. All right, I'm gonna stop it, and then we're gonna jump back in on this one, okay?
All right.
Cool.
Word. Live.
Back again, my friend. Yeah,
right.
so Oh, this whole yeah. The next thing was right on the interstate. I used to see these hawks flying. I was
Red
riding,
tail? Are they red tail?
man. They was brown and black, like I don't know, some stripy shit. It was either a falcon or a hawk. I think it was a hawk.
Where you at? You in Detroit, right?
Yeah, this was in Charlotte though.
Yeah, you probably got red tails down there. All kind of different hawks down there.
So I would ride by, and then one time, man, I seen one dead, bro. Seen one on the side of the interstate, and I seen it one day, and I started to stop, but I didn't. Next time I said, yo, if I see that motherfucker, I seen that mother, I pulled over. I walked back to that hawk, bro, and he was a big motherfucker, bro. Them motherfuckers was big, son. That motherfucker was this. You know what I'm saying? It was a big motherfucker. I got him. I pulled him by the tree, and when I pulled him by the tree, I was just looking at him, and something said, yo, you got to get some of them feathers up off of him, bro.
Yeah, nigga. Now you talking.
I was like, I don't know where that shit came from.
That's spirit right there.
I got them shits. Hold up, because I ain't gonna perpetrate the fraud. Hold on. I got them shits. I still got some shit to unpack, man.
You got a lot of shit. Yeah, on damn books.
No, bro. Oh, there they go right there. I got 3 of them motherfuckers, bro. I still got them bitches to this day. Here they go right here, son.
Yeah. You gotta sage them, man. You gotta sage them.
Oh, I done did, man. I done did some work on them.
All right, put that smoke on them.
Put some smoke on them.
Keep that mites off. Keep the mites off of them.
Son, they still smell. It's like a light. It don't stink. It's actually a light, sweet smell, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually a light. It ain't funky. Ain't nothing funky about them. It's a light, sweet smell. I don't know if it's the other spiritual shit I got in. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong.
They were called to you.
Then look at this one. Look, nigga, my feather game, nigga. Damn. Hey man, I'm doing this, bro. Look at this shit.
See. You already on it. See, I thought I was the only one.
You see that blue shit? It's blue.
Yeah.
That's and then damn, son, I be on my feather shit. I got one more I can show you, and of course you know about this one. But anyway, man, that nigga was like, and then I'm gonna tell you what was ill. Before I get that other feather. Some time passed. I think that's when I got here to Detroit. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Cause like the path has been so heavy and thick. And that's why that journal is important. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I had this one dream where it was like I don't know, I can't remember what the fuck I was doing or whatever. But I was laid out on my stomach.
Like a baby.
Yeah, I was laid down, and I remember kind of like crawling over by this tree. And all I could think about was them animals that was dead, and I used to pull them by the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up here, I feel like some type of shit. So, but being that I understand that, you know, it's an understanding of my subconscious, I was like, let me rock it out and see what the fuck is going on. And I fucking let that last breath out, and I died. It was like I was done. So once I did that, though, I could still see everything that was going on. So I wasn't dead. It was like a physical.
You just left the body, bro.
I be goddamn if a motherfucking hawk ain't fly up. That nigga landed on my back, went in my back, and I was like, and I got the fuck up. This shit was fucking ill, son. And I don't usually do this. I'm talking about my
That's
little
that
channel.
shaman shit right there, nigga.
I ain't, bro. I don't usually, you know what I'm saying? I don't usually talk about that shit because this is my
Right.
spiritual work that, you know what I mean? Because, bro,
Yeah.
fuck me up, bro. Fuck me up.
That's your truth right there, man.
I was like, yo, son. And then I was reading, you remember the other day when I got into the that earth medicine book?
Uh-huh.
When you
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
go through it, and you look at your birthday, because I ain't read none of that part, because that's for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga, I looked at that motherfucking birthday and that shit had the motherfucking falcon sitting right there. I said, God damn.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let's give a little shout out real quick.
I'm gonna call you the reluctant shaman. That's what you are.
Oh shit, I'm reluctant, nigga. Don't give me that shit.
The reluctant shaman.
We're gonna put our nigga
No.
on right here. Look at this nigga.
Trust me, it's not a prestigious award. Oh, look at that shit.
I put, you know what I'm saying? I be getting my niggas jewelry. Like I take a bracelet and make a nigga a necklace. You know what I'm saying? I make the nigga a necklace. I be doing all kind of wild shit. Man, he broke up and shit, but he survived. He's still in there. I broke his hand and, you know, going through shit, but I kept this nigga because, you know what I'm saying? My great grandma got that Indian shit. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I was like, let me go ahead and fuck with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck with him. You know what I mean?
Tell you, that shit gets passed down from generations, bro.
This one I got this year. This is 2020. This is my 2020 feather.
That peacock.
I had to go there. I had to go there.
You had to go with the peacock.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, you watch these niggas,
no
man. Yo, the peacocks is they one of the illest niggas in the zoo, son.
I'm telling you, they ain't no joke.
You gotta go see the
peacock will fuck you up.
Man, them niggas just shake that shit and then them shits come out. Man, that shit's so fucking ill. I seen one fly. Very, very rare. Cause them big motherfuckers, they don't like to fly. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But, yeah, man. I don't know.
You order your shaman shit.
I think this one's fake.
You got me on here talking about shamanism. You're a fucking shaman.
Go ahead, man. I think this one. This one looked too good. This one might be. It might be a fake one, man. They might have painted this one, but it's a representation. It don't matter, real or fake. You know what I mean?
It's all about the energy, baby. All about what you put into it.
It's the peacock feather to me, goddammit. So, you know
then that's what it is.
I'm gonna fuck with it. But let me look at my shit. Let me see. I had a couple more for you, brother, and then we can get a little loose. Cause nigga, we ain't even talk about no goddamn mushrooms. Oh, nigga. I gotta tell you about my mushrooms.
Yeah.
I did that shit. Son, man, I bought some fucking mushrooms one time.
Shrooms, baby.
I can't lie to the people, son. Can't lie to America, son.
Yeah, I remember you asking about the shrooms.
This the YouTube land. Man, I got them shits, man. And I was scared, son.
You were scared?
I was scared, son. And then it was like I had to leave where I was at, where I was chilling at. I had to leave, so I was like, man, I had to drive on the road trip. I was like, you
can't drive.
I can't take them. I threw them away, son. I threw the mushrooms away because I wasn't ready for them. And then I had to leave. I was like, man. But guess what? When I got to where the fuck I was at, I was on a motherfucking mission to find them bitches again. Because I was like, yo, son, you punked out, son. You got come back. You got to run that back, son. You got to get that back.
PSA, man. If you're gonna do shrooms, you got to be on the farm. You got to be in nature somewhere. You can't be driving on shrooms, man.
Hell no, man.
Come on, man. You got to be out there. Nah, man. That's a waste.
You know
that's a waste.
What the fuck was I looking for? I think that was it. Oh, I know what I was looking for. Anyway, so I get my hands. I'm hitting everybody up. I'm in the hood. I'm in Detroit. Which shout out to Baba Kalendi, man, that passed, man. He had that psychedelic conference, and I was gonna take his class to where you can grow your own fucking mushrooms, but we lost the guard. You know, I gotta hook up now. I gotta try to hook up with his people. But boom, boom, boom. Tell the niggas in the hood, yo, I need that Mario. I need that Super Mario. And you know what the fuck I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, son, that shit ain't in the season. Da 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 da. I'm like, all right, all right. Finally, I get my grubby little hands on these motherfucking mushrooms, right? I get like an A for them shits.
That's it. Like you need a quarter at least.
Now, right. So I take them. I'm gonna break through the whole process. I take them. I made sure my girl was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Still in the crib. I know you're supposed to go here. Go. I don't got that, but I'm about it. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the hood, right off 7 Mile, in the apartment, house clean, chilling, the vibes, food, we good. Girl off work. I'm like, all right, baby. I'm like, all right, baby. The white girl used to work with said you need to have a babysitter and all this shit. So I'm like, look, baby, I'm about to take these things. You need to watch my back. You know what I'm saying? I ate that. I ate some, and I was like, maybe I ain't eat enough. Ate a little bit more.
Stomach start hurting a little bit.
Man, first thing happened. I'm like, ain't nothing really going on. We smoking. I'm smoking a spliff. We go outside and sit on the stoop, like on the porch, you know. I'm sitting there with my girl, and I'm like, man, I don't feel too good.
That belly. That's when you know it's hitting.
I was like, she's like, you need to go in the house. I was like, yeah. I need to go in the house. We go upstairs, we go in our bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Because I got other kids and shit, but she got it, we got it, you know, we off. But it's still the family in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's like the evening, like 6 or 7. We up in the room, she just laying down watching the joint. Son, I laid across that motherfucking bed. I was like, man, I was like, it was probably about, I'm gonna say, it was probably about a good, it kicked my ass for about a good 11, 12 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, oh, nigga.
What?
Nigga, I was like, oh, yeah. Shit. I was like, oh, nigga, I feel good. This shit is sweet. I got up, and when I got up, son, that shit, you could feel, I don't know how the fuck to put this shit. It's like the spatial energy of shit. It was like, oh, son, last year in California when they had that earthquake, I was there. I just so happened, son, I flew there, got there, the next morning, got up, 11 o'clock or whatever, I'm in my man's backyard sipping a Heineken. I go to stand up, and my boy was sitting on his little bench, because I was over there chilling. He was playing Fortnite, and I got up and I started walking. He was like, yo, we having an earthquake right now. While he was playing the game, and he turned and looked at me. And I'm walking, and I was like, yeah. It felt like, okay, when you have an earthquake, son, you think it's shaky. No, it's wavy. Like the earth feel like water. The earth be like,
particles, my nigga.
See, when they show that shit in the movie, like shit shaking off the shelf and all of that, yeah, you can have a violent one like that, but when you on the ground and you feel that shit feel like a ripple, it feel like the earth feel like water. It's letting you know like, yo, it's waves out this bitch. So when I took the mushroom, I could feel the spatialness of shit. I could feel, you know how when you driving, you can measure how something is beside you, or when you ride, you can breeze. Right. Your brain just know how to ease right by something. You can feel that shit on another level.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, I'm having fun. And my girl was like, I can't take them because I got motion sickness. I was like, this shit, I was standing up in the middle of the room going like this, doing weird shit. She was like, what is you doing? You're not going nowhere. I was like, I know, this shit's sweet. I was doing like a funnel with my body because I could feel the energy. Like, I was like, yo, this shit is like wavy out this bitch.
There
So
you go.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
All energy, my nigga.
So then
All energy.
I said, yo, I said, babe, I was hyped, and then I calmed down. I was like, all right, let me use this shit. You know what I'm saying? I sat down, laid down like this, laid down across the bed, because I was like, all right, let me enjoy the last piece of it and see what I can figure out. I got off the old high and all of that, the woohoo and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let me see what's up. At first, I tried to meditate like this. I was like, nah. I was like, fuck. I just laid down. I put a towel behind my head. I just laid down. And I was like, man. And I was sitting there, wasn't nothing going on, right? And then for some reason, I did the Wakanda, son. I went like this. When I went like this, hey, yo.
That's the ISIS, right?
Hey, you know, yo. Maybe I was watching goddamn Black Panther too many times. I don't know. I was laying down and I was still like tripping. I went like this, and when I went like this, it was like
forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the flying altitude of such and such such a. Please, yo, it just was like, and then it was like the pyramids. It was trees, it was boom, 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 all these different symbols, right? And then I remember the pyramids, I remember the trees. I only caught a piece of it. I caught a little small piece of it. And then you know that motherfucking Mayan circle shit?
Mm-hmm.
I ran up on one of them bitches and that bitch was just spinning like a motherfucker. That shit was just rolling. I'm like,
yeah.
yo, what the fuck? I was like, yo, okay.
You caught up in that loop, baby.
I was like, okay, now I got there, but I didn't accomplish what I was supposed to accomplish. I didn't, well, I still can't go back and decode,
that's bullshit.
memory. Like I got in, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is I didn't really take it and say, okay, look, go in, focus, slow it down. It was like, I went in and just got in and just went for the ride. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say, yo, park over here. You know what I'm saying?
That's an introduction,
I was the passenger, but I didn't allow myself to say, chauffeur, I want to get out right here. Or hold on, slow that down.
Right.
Or hey, I didn't say, yo, who the fuck is you? You know what I mean? Like I just was like,
yeah.
let me just, I ain't gonna disturb the realm. This is my first time. I'm gonna pass through. And y'all show me, I'm gonna stay in the car and y'all show me what y'all want to show me. I'll be back. You feel me? So I just went
exactly, but that's exactly what happened without you saying it.
I was like, boom,
exactly
I ain't gonna fuck with nobody. I ain't gonna fuck with none of y'all. I just wanted to look out the window and see what's popping. And they were showing me pyramids, trees, a couple women. You know, the women was in the building. And then it was a pyramid off to the left. And then when I got to the end of that shit, that motherfucking Mayan calendar shit was just, I got to see what it was. As soon as I saw what it was, the little part started turning this way, a ring started turning that way, the other ring started turning that, and they should just start spinning. I was like, okay. And then I got up out of it. I was like, shit, this shit is for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mushroom adventure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you.
You know what that means, right?
Huh? No, I do not.
In a nutshell, just from hearing that, that's your people. That's your people. You ain't being shown that shit for no reason. I've never seen no shit like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this shit is personal, right? What you see in those experiences, especially.
Hold on, time out though. The way you was like, shit. You was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go on down to the snake pit, and them niggas gonna tell me what's popping. Like, see, that's that shit. I'm like, yo. So everybody got their own little shit.
I made a conscious decision to go there, right? When you shamanic journey, you got 3 worlds. You got the upper world, the lower world, and the middle world. The middle world is like your everyday waking life, which is the hardest for me to do because it's like the regular mundane shit. And I don't know. I deal with that shit in my everyday life, so I can't really vibe on there. The lower world that's my honey pot, man. That's my sweet zone because that's all subconscious, right?
Right.
When you go to the upper world, that's like your super subconscious. But what I found a hijack, right? I would go to the lower world and I would find the Phoenix. I see the Phoenix sitting there, yo, take me to the upper world. So I'm already in the lower world, right? Because that's my sweet zone. And that motherfucker would take me to the upper world, and I'm already, yo, this shit.
It's like it's
I know
right.
it sounds crazy,
It's like
right?
it's right behind. It's right behind the other world anyway. So you just boom.
Yeah, I found a little sweet spot, a little what do you call it, a little cheat code.
My
Yo, I
nigga.
can't get there by myself too
Ah,
easily, but I can go
ah.
there.
As
I can
above,
call you
look,
up.
as
You can take
above,
me up
so
there.
below.
But that shit you're talking about, yeah, that mind shit, you don't see that shit unless that's meant to be. That's your fucking that's your people's brother.
Damn, son.
You
Damn,
need to explore that a
son.
little further.
Yo, and what's crazy is, you know how that old the they old drawings. You know how they got them little side dimensional drawings of, you know,
Yeah,
the little people.
yeah,
I've always been fascinated with like the way that they artwork was and how they drew shit and like
yeah. And it
some
always seemed to me it's like puzzle pieces. They always seem to fit into something else because they didn't have language. I guess I don't know if they have fucking language or not, but the shit seems like it's like puzzle pieces. Like it fits in, but it's not something you can sit there and be like, oh well, this means that and that means this and that. You gotta kind of figure this shit out. Like it's puzzle pieces. You gotta clink that shit in fucking subconsciously. Bang, bang. This is here. Bang, bang. You go through the experience, bang, bang. To me, that's how it seems. Like that shit is like they found fucking Egyptian sculptures in the Grand Canyon. Where the fuck that shit come from?
right.
You know about the
Fucking
Olmecs,
they
all
say,
right?
yo,
I
they
think
say
you
fucking
know about the Olmecs. Like that shit, man. We've been here
yeah.
so long, man. And I don't mean we. All right, let me just say this because
No, I
I'm
know what
not
you
one of
mean,
them
bro.
dudes.
I know what the
I am
fuck.
not one of them dudes. But look, we've been here forever. Everybody knows that, right? It ain't about black, white, Chinese, Mexican.
Right, right.
This shit is all energy, whatever. And if you hate something, I'm here to tell you, you're doomed to repeat that shit. So if you hate a motherfucker, like if you're here and you know, black power, all that shit's good. And I'm all for it. But if you hate people because of the color of their skin or something stupid like that without knowing the content of their character, I can guarantee you're gonna come back as that person that you hate. And
Mm.
you're gonna finish your shit.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get past that. The greatest force, the greatest energy we have in the universe is love. Period, point blank. And nothing's ever gonna trump that.
Yeah.
And until you can love unconditionally and internally, you ain't going nowhere. You're just gonna keep repeating it.
Right.
I
All
just
right,
need to throw
nigga.
that
So
out
hold
there
on though.
because
Hold on. You yes. Now hold on. Now let me yes. Let me get at that point you just made. Yes. Before I transit, let me slow my ass down. Yes. Yes. You are right. That love is the strongest shit. Let me get at that just do. Now, I ain't gonna let your ass slide though
good.
without telling us about some of your mushroom adventures, nigga, cause I done fucked around and spilled my little beans, which I really don't usually do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So now, what's going on? What's going on with your experience? You know, because I know you got ayahuasca out there, peyotes out there, you got your shrooms, you know, and you know shamans were known for, you know, being able to communicate with that plant world, you know. And if you think
Yep.
about it, I started thinking about some shit. Uh, when you start talking about these, like, what's the shit, algae and the first single cell organisms and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, if you really think about that shit, plants came before us. So it's like an emanation of an emanation, then that turned into that, and then that turned into that. But so we know that plants got it going on, basically is what I'm saying. So now, what have you what have you experienced? If you want to share some of your experience, or would you like to touch on the plant kingdom, and then after this we'll get into the animal spirit kingdom kind of a thing. Let's touch on this since we're on this. What would you like to add as far as before we leave off the plant kingdom, and if you would like to lay us with one of your experiences with a hallucinogenic, feel free to go ahead.
Yeah, man. I've done. I haven't done the peyote or the ayahuasca. But I'm definitely gonna do it.
Okay.
But I definitely did the shrooms, and I can say that the first time I did it, it was definitely magical to me. Like everything opened up. It was like the grass was like fucking casual. I was on the farm. I made sure, like I was dealing with this white chick. She knew people that had farm animals or whatever, and she was watching her dogs, and they had a farm. And I was like, this is perfect. Bam, get me in there. I was like, all right, let's do it. Get some shrooms. You're on there. They had like a 10-acre farm, and they had fucking cows, sheep, ducks, chicken, you name it. A little creek run through there. So I was like, all right, I need shrooms. And the first thing I noticed, my stomach hurt like a motherfucker. I was, oh man, I thought I was gonna puke. And after that passed, it probably was about 15, 30 minutes. The fucking grass was like cashmere. I was like I was walking on cotton. My nigga. I was looking at the trees. The trees had faces. The motherfuckers were smiling at me. I was talking to the trees. She was like, who you talking to?
Shit,
I was talking to the tree. Yeah. To me, because I'm half cocked, you know what I mean? I'm a little different. Yeah, I was born in this shit. I wasn't sworn in. So I'm already there. You know what I mean? I walk between two worlds. I'm talking to the cows. These motherfuckers telling me this grass sucks.
Hold on. What the
grass.
Fuck? Now hold on. All right. Let's go into this shit. Hold on. Like, without disclosing your, I mean, it's all personal. What you can disclose, what type of interactions went, because people gonna hear this shit, they're gonna be like, what? So give us a little taste of what that actually may entail. What type of messages were you given, and how did that all play out? Or was it just like you was talking to one of your friends or what have you? Tell us, give us a little taste of what that.
No, okay. I think the hardest thing to describe is when you say you walk in two worlds. When you walk in two worlds, it's like the spiritual and the physical, and then I'm here, like smack in the middle. So I'm always there. I'm always here, and they often bleed into each other, right? So. And when that happens, like I can just turn my head to the right, and next thing you know, I'm seeing somebody's fucking spirit double or something like that. So when you take these hallucinogenics, you know what I mean? That other part is gone. You're in the spiritual world, but you're walking in the physical. So I'm there. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm taking a journey without doing the drumming, the rattling, all that shit. Because I've got to the point where I don't need drugs, I don't need marijuana or anything like that. I can just listen to some drums or some rattles, and boom, I'm out. I'm gone. You know what I mean? I could be gone for hours, whatever. So when I was there, it's hard to describe for somebody that hasn't experienced it. But you'll get there, and you'll get there because you're definitely got the shaman energy. You'll see. It's like you commune with these things, you know what I mean? And it's like everything is connected. You're part. And it's not like I'm different from this. The grass is part of me. The cow is me. The earth is me. The wind is me. As above, so below, right? The sky is blue in the sky, right?
I got
But when you look at it in front of you, it's clear. The ocean is blue down below, but it's clear when you look at it in front of you. As above, so below, right?
It's a unification that takes place where you link in, you plug in.
When I look above and I look below, I see blue. But when I see in front of my face, it's clear, but it's right there. So all of that comes, and there's no words I can describe it. Everything comes, and it's like an epiphany. You know what I mean? Everything's there. And there's no separation from God for me because I am God. and God I am. The rock is God. I am the rock. The rock is God. I am the rock. And therefore, we're rolling. And at that point, and then, look, Kyle, what up, my nigga? What's up? We all, you know what I mean? We're all here. We're on the same level. There's
So
no
what?
me.
Okay, what did he say though? What did he say? What was like? What was what did you gain? What type? You know what I'm saying? What type of message? I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, message, yeah.
The one that you can share. You know what I mean? The whatever, like
yes,
a small idea.
Yes, I understand what you're getting at, but there's nothing scientific or anything magical about it. The message is that we're here, we're all the same, and we're look. Oh, you can hear me, like Mr. Fucking Ed. This shit sucks, dude. I want to go over there. There's probably some green grass over there. Seriously,
oh, I got you. Oh, okay.
Like there's nothing. I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right.
They still like they saying like yo,
like we complain, you know, we complain about whatever, the cops fucking with me. Well, yeah, this motherfucker he give me this dry ass hay. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Got you. You like your awareness of the consciousness is what changes, but the level of consciousness doesn't necessarily change.
No,
so it's like you still dealing with.
No, not on that level. No. Now I've done not with mushrooms. No, something called salvia. It was like a southwestern cactus they dried out. Man, that shit used to be legal. And then that was something different. On that shit.
Okay, hold on. Let's stop the tape. We gotta break it. We're gonna break it one more time.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pick up with that. What is it called?
Salvia.
Salvia. All right, we're gonna pick up with salvia. I'm gonna break the tape and I'm gonna hit you with another link, my guy.
All right.
We cooking now, baby. We cooking.
You.
Yep. We back, player.
All right.
No doubt. So the salvia, huh?
That's salvia, yeah. Yo, you used to be able to buy that shit off the internet, but some dickheads started doing dumb shit and making videos on YouTube, and they made it illegal. People jumping out like second-story apartment windows and doing dumb shit, because you got to make sure you got the right people with you.
Fucked up the game.
Yeah, man. That's salvia. If you can, I still got some left. I got that shit like fucking 10 years ago. And I still got some. You don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. But you gotta have the right mindset.
But you got that shit in a jar. You got it in a jar, right?
Look, if you're doing that shit to get high, then you're gonna get what you get. You gotta know what you're getting into. You gotta have the right mindset, and you gotta be a little crazy.
Yeah.
Before you take it anyway. But if people want to make it, check out YouTube videos of people doing salvia. Look at the dumb shit people do. And you can see why it was made illegal.
I believe you.
When I bought that shit, I got it off the internet. And they shipped that shit free, legally. Now the shit's highly illegal. People done fucked it up.
Where is it naturally, where is it most abundant?
New Mexico. Mexico is from a cactus. They dry it out.
Yo, but that's what peyote is. The little short.
Well, you can get peyote buttons. You can make, it's like shrooms. You can make tea out of it. Peyote, you can eat the buttons. But from what I hear, you eat the buttons, you know, you throw up a little bit, and then you're high for like 3 days. Not high, but you have your spiritual journey for 3 days.
3 days, huh? That's just in your system for 3 days, huh?
They say apparently in the churches on the reservations, they can do peyote in their church, where they can say Jesus.
Yeah.
As long as you can put a cross in there.
I heard that. The whole weekend. Yeah.
Right.
They was saying they was gonna take their peyote from them, but in order for them to keep it, they had to convert to Christianity, and then they let them keep the peyote.
So they do the peyote, and they go to church, and they be tripping balls, ceremony all weekend on the Navajo reservation in Zuni, getting it in. And
then hit the casino.
Yeah. You know what? God bless you. You gotta do what you gotta do. I lived in Arizona for a while. I had a good Native American friend, Richard Whiteman. It's funny. His name was Richard Whiteman because he was adopted by white people. But
Wow.
I got a lot of shit from the motherfuckers out there, man. Because I was like the only nigga that was that was doing what I was doing out there. But whatever, it is what it is. I ain't.
So when you took it,
Yeah, well, that's another story altogether.
when you took the salvia, what was that? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and touch on what that was about.
Yo, first time I took it, it was like I had a little weed in the bowl. I took it, bam, and instantly I was like slapped. It was like I was outside the universe. And you know what a reel is? Like
Yeah.
you reel to flat, like you know, you go to the movie, got the project. Yeah, that was the whole entire universe. It was on that reel to reel, and I was being rolled along. And when
Wow.
I felt like my shit came up to the loop, that was it. And it was a motherfucker standing over there watching the shit. Like I could see my whole fucking life, like sitting there, and this motherfucker standing there like the watcher. And I'm like, oh shit, when my shit goes to the loop, what the fuck's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like it might be over. I'm like, yo, dude, yo. And the motherfucker wasn't paying no attention to me. And then right before my shit hit the loop, like a dream, when you were about to fall, you know what I mean? Before you hit the ground, you wake up.
Yeah.
Shit, I smacked out of it. And I'm like, yo, how long was out? He's like, probably like 2 minutes. That shit felt like a fucking eternity, man.
Yo.
All right. I was like, I got something for the ass. So I did a little meditation, you know what I mean? Got my shit, a little sage, boom, boom. Squared my shit up. Called in my high power, Archangel Michael. All right, let's do this. I got my armor on. Bam. Did that shit again. Next thing you know, I wake up. I'm on the fucking floor. I'm like, what the fuck? I look up. This is big ass fucking table. All I see is feet, fucking sandals, man. Sandals and fucking robes. And I could like barely make out a long ass table. And I see 12 motherfuckers. That's what my mind told me anyway. I couldn't see that far because the motherfuckers were so huge. And it was like I was an ant. And one of the motherfuckers looked at me. He bent down and was like, you don't belong here. Picked me up on my collar, my robe, and like put me on some train, like some Mr. Rogers shit. And dropped me on there and pieces on a trolley, you know what I mean? And they're like, and then like, motherfucker, where I belong. I was like, where the fuck was I at? And who the fuck were they? That's all.
Go through their shit. You was up in their shit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it was like some big meat going on. I know there was something going on. And they stopped to notice my little ant ass on the floor. And they was like, nah, he's like, you don't belong here, man. And he like picked me up and like made sure I was all right and put me back and like sent me on my way. And that was some shit. And that was my salvia experience. And I was like, man, all right, I gotta do it again. But I haven't touched it. So who's gonna peyote? I'm ready for it, man. I told you I'm half cocked already. I fucking grew up being tortured, man. I've talked to demons. I've done all that shit. Fuck it. He gonna take me out. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Anyway, this is just a meat suit.
My nigga.
Prize is on the other side. Trust me, brother.
Well, shit, man.
So, arrange it. I'm there.
That's what's up, bro. I'm definitely gonna where you at? Where you at now? I forget.
I'm in Philly.
You in Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a couple rounds to make, man. I got some things going on, but I'm definitely gonna come out there and check your ass out, man, and get fucked up and do some things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck with
nature
a little bit.
Man, we there, man. We can ride out now, man. I really appreciate you taking some time to break some of this shit down, you know. And
nah, man, it's all fun for me. It is what it is.
No doubt, man.
And I am who I am.
Is there anything else? I was gonna ask you, is there anything that any misconceptions about shamanism that you would like to go ahead and touch on? And
Yeah,
then
yes.
you would like to go ahead and just like help like a nigga like us, you know, because a lot of us, you know, we hood, man. We come up from these different things off this Holocaust, and it's like, yo, as we come through these lanes trying to put these
All
pieces,
right, yeah,
these
yes,
pieces
for
together
sure.
with knowledge, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we like, man, you know, this, that, we trying to put it together. So is there anything you would like to share for that brother that was
Yeah, yeah.
probably like
I
you?
don't want to go into science too much because, you know, I don't have sources and facts and all that. And like I said, I know what I know because I talk to spirit and spirit tells me. But one thing I would definitely have to get there, most of us niggas out here in America, we ain't come over on Atlantic slave trade. We were here already. And y'all need to know that and need to know your history. And the only way you can do that is go within and know who the hell you are. Like for you, I know goddamn well you got that ultimate fucking shaman energy. I can just sense it. I don't do readings anymore, and I refuse to do that shit because there's a lot of politics involved in that too. But you definitely got it. But niggas need to know, man. Like we ain't all come over here on slave ships. And I would say if I had to guesstimate, I would say 60%, if not more, the niggas that's in America, we were here before Columbus and all that shit. And once they changed it and said, no, you're black and you're whatever, we got fucked. We went to Barbados, look at all the islands we went to. Jamaica, all that shit. Australia. Look what they're doing to the Aborigines over there. But
Man,
I just want to put that there. People need to know you got to go yourself, man. Nobody can tell you. You can't get these DNA tests because that shit is inaccurate, especially for people of color. Go within, man. If you go within, you'll get all the answers, and your spirits will let you know. And they'll tell you. Also, as far as the shamanism shit goes, just observe your natural surroundings, man. There's so many symbols, and like Panic used to say, I'm glad you got me in a panic because that motherfucker, he keeps it real.
nigga, man.
It is so simple. We make it so hard. We try to make it so complex, but there's symbols everywhere, man. Just look and pay attention to your natural surroundings. A fucking pigeon, a dove, a rock on the ground, because a lot of our ancestors try to speak to us, and we don't. We just have no fucking idea. And there's omens everywhere. And we could just pick up on little stubble things that make our life so much easier.
Yeah, man. I tapped into some shit. Yo, I figured some shit out when around the time when I did that one video where I was, you know, correlating that whole stardust out of that Amazing Science magazine when it was like breaking down some shit and Aline was saying the same thing. This was around the same time that man, my girl, man, she went. I took her to the to a nursery, all the plants and shit. We buying plants, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the flower bed." And she was outside, and then like we got home or whatever, and I go downstairs and I roll up something. I come back outside and I look, and then I see all the flowers and the dirt and shit, and I see her with the shovel. I'm like, all right, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? I know she was gonna have me doing that shit, but she played it like, yeah, I'm gonna do the garden. And I see her like, I'm like, man, give me the shovel, man. But yo, man, I went out there, motherfucker. I started digging that shit up. I started putting my hands in that dirt.
It's Mother Earth, brother.
Man, my motherfucking cat. I'm gonna send you some pictures. My cabbages is off the hook. I gotta cook them shits tomorrow. Them shits is about to bust out the guy.
It's all energy, man.
I got the lettuce going. I'm gonna tell you what I got. I got 8 tomato plants on the side of the house. I got 4 in the front. I got three cabbages plants. I got 3 lettuce plants. I got a tomato, you know, the topsy-turvy, the hanging shit.
Yeah.
I got some tomatoes coming out that motherfucker. They gonna be a beast. I got a little rosemary joint by the door.
Rosemary's the shit.
Man, with some beans, what? Forget about it. And some
Yo,
quinoa on that shit with some avocados, nigga. It's a wrap. Let me see. I got my rosemary, my tomatoes, my cabbage, my lettuce. I think that's okay. And then I got my flowers. I got 2 money trees. I got 2 little bushes. But ever since I just started, nigga, I'm at the hardware store buying bags of dirt, doing this. And ever since I did that, I got my raised bed gardens and putting that dirt in. I had them in a small one. Then they started getting big. I took them out, got the big joints, got more dirt, transferred them over. Bro, ever since I started fucking with them plants in that dirt, the fairy shit just been
That's shamanism,
popping.
baby.
That fairy shit just been popping like crazy. And then next thing you know, niggas go to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
More fairy shit.
Man. This shit just been
You know
mad.
you gotta be sponsored when you come back here, right?
Huh?
Like, look, most motherfuckers, there ain't too many newborn souls out here. Everybody's been repeating this shit, and you were sponsored from the fairy kingdom. And you got the fairy shit in you.
There you go. There you go. They go to
And that dirt,
Shaman.
it's energy, man. Energy changes hands. You can't destroy your energy.
And you know
Science
what I'm saying?
it just changes forms, right? So you got that energy in your hands. You put it in the dirt. You plant something, it grows. And when you pluck it, what you do with the shamanism, you say, may I please take you. I will return back to the earth as I'm consume you. I'll be consumed from the earth myself. You ain't got to say that. Just say some nigga shit if you want. Hey, look, I'm about to eat you, motherfucker. But look, one day I'm going back to the earth or whatever you want to say, but just honor what you're taking. You know what I mean? Acknowledge, pay respect, pay homage, and you take the shit and you eat it, and you get that much more energy. Same thing with the water. I love you, water. I love you. I love you. And the water's got that much more energy. You get that love energy. You put it right back into you. Because again, that's the greatest energy we got on this earth.
Oh, nigga, abracadabra, nigga, abracadabra.
Yeah, abracadabra. That is it. The earth is my fucking energy. That's what shamanism is. Using that earth energy. We're on this fucking rock, and that's what I use this shit for all you can get.
So we already doing it. We use the earth energy. We already doing it. Shamanism is just coming into the understanding of that's what you're doing, and now you can respect what you're doing. So now when you show the respect, you put the programming energy on it. So now when you do it, you're gonna reap you're gonna get the energy, and you're gonna reap the benefit of the blessing of it, versus you just
right. And not only that, but the earth,
and not even, you know what I'm saying?
The earth's gonna communicate back to you, and not like we would think, like, oh, hey, how you doing, Marlo? Or how you doing, Hassan? Or how you doing, whatever. Symbols, right? How we communicate, how we look at things. Spirit works in different wavelengths, right? They don't communicate in our language. They don't speak, and they're not going to say, hey, how you doing, whatever. You got to look. You got to go in spirit. You got to meditate. You got to journey, right? You're going to see symbols. You're going to see that spiritual hawk dead on the side of the road just saying, look, come pick me up, motherfucker. I need some help, right? You're reciprocating energy. So when you do that,
oh, nigga. So you saying when I
went,
I picked that hawk up and I moved him to the tree.
Yeah.
A year and a half later, when I had my dream about a hawk and I laid down by that tree, he came right back and picked me right back up just like that.
Goes full circle.
Damn, nigga.
And the more you do that, the more they'll communicate with you. Because they're not going to talk to you. It's in the heart, man, that heart chakra. And you were talking about the chakras, right? You got to have a root, you have all of them open, but you got to stay in that heart chakra, right? And that's how Earth's going to communicate to you. It's not going to be like somebody saying, hey, how you doing? Whatever.
That's the crossroad. That's the crossroad between you got heaven and earth. Like, so you meet it right there on the, I got you.
And that's the wounded soldier right there. You got to heal those wounds personally to get to that heart center. If you don't heal those wounds, you'll get to the heart center. And once you get to the heart center, then you can communicate with the earth, which is going to communicate back to you. And you go forward. And then you can move up to the throat chakra, right? You be more vocal. You might end up, be careful who you talk to.
Right.
You got to talk to like-minded people. And then that third eye opens, right? You're in communion with the earth. The earth's communicating back with you. you're open, you communicate with people in your tribe, and then boom, third
And
eye's
guess
there.
what? I'm
And
proud
there's
to say,
actually 13 chakras.
you my first motherfucking guest of me communicating to the world and the world communicating back to me. Just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Hell yeah,
I'm
nigga.
honored, man. Thank you for having me
Nah,
as your
bro.
first guest.
Nigga, tip the hat. Nigga, tip the hat. Nah, man. I
I don't
told,
have a hat,
you know
but
what
I'm
I'm saying?
gonna
Like,
tip them.
I don't really have friends, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Same way.
I have brothers, man. I have niggas that, you know what I'm saying? Either I fuck with you or I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Either I fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, or I don't know you. That's either what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right.
when I met you, you was a real one, yo. I was like, yo, son about his shit. He real. You know what I mean? He ain't here playing. He trying to get the information. He trying to see what's up. You know what I mean? Talk to him.
Yeah.
He ain't no faking, no fronting. I said, yo,
For what?
I can fuck with son, you know. So the honor is also mine too, bro. You know what I mean? So, yo, man,
Yeah.
I guess we gonna get ready and call this thing a wrap.
All right.
We done burnt it up. We tore it down. I'm definitely want to have you back, and we can get into other shit. We can get into some.
Oh
Other,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I do.
This shit is vast, brother. They ain't all about shamanism.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
Oh
you know, it all comes full circle. Everything comes full circle.
yeah. We kind of, we got something in common with something. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing something along the lines of us. I think my next venture is gonna go, and then shamanism is gonna continue. So I'm gonna have you back because
Right.
I'm looking to hit the crown chakra. I'm looking to hit Mount Shasta soon. And I'm definitely gonna have to chop it up with you about what I go through with that. And but the next direction I think I'm gonna get into is these spiritual tools and spiritual training wheels and
Okay.
spiritual groups and why I left them type of thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're gonna get into some stuff, but we it's all out of respect. I'm not gonna shit
Right,
on
right,
nobody's
right. We'll
lives,
keep it
none of that.
respectful.
But I'm going to speak my truth as well. So
And you know what?
that
Yeah, I commend you for that, man. People need to
so
hear
that
that because
so that somebody
I,
so because if not, the bullshit can keep perpetuating.
yeah,
So you
my
know,
nigga, I lost thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars and countless hours with all these teachers and whatever. And what I've learned in the end game, the people that charged me less, I got the most from. And the people that gave me the free shit, I even learned more from.
You got Marlo, you got Cash App?
Nah, but I can get one.
You need to get that because when I have you on, I'm gonna start getting more advanced. I'm gonna grow, bro. Like
Yeah, I hear you. I don't.
these brothers are showing me that the platform, and they had their bells and whistles and they shout out their Cash App. But
Yeah.
because there's people that's gonna value this information that you're sharing, and it's no reason why you shouldn't capitalize off of that. You feel me? Because hey,
Nah, I don't. Look, if I can help somebody to avoid the pitfalls that I've been through, it'll be well worth it. Because I don't want anybody to have
no
to.
doubt. All I'm saying is this: that if somebody feel obliged, if no doubt, salute, brother. Let me sit with you. What I'm saying is this: we out of that poor righteous teacher syndrome, and I know that you're very spiritual, humble with that regard. But the thing is coming down to is this: you may have someone that values what you have to give, and they want to show that appreciation, and they might want to throw you $20, They might want to shoot you $10 in your thing. Cause I do it all the time. When I'm sitting up there, yo, bro, I'm a real motherfucker, bro. If I'm
I
sitting
know
up there
you are.
listening to if I'm listening to a lecture and they going in and I'm getting something from it and they like da 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 da, it be in my heart. I'm like, yo, man, the niggas show the cash out. I be like, yo, let me send these niggas let me send these niggas $20. Let me send these niggas $10. Because look at it like this. You got multimedia production going on of a bunch of proliferated such bullshit, but then you got
Disinformation.
you got somebody who spent their money on their books, they spent their money on this and that, and then they go and they talking straight to the people like we doing right now, and they like, yo, man, this is my cash app or whatever. I'm like, yo, man, let me I can hit this nigga with $10, man. You know what I mean? So it's not, we're in a, like you said, things are changing. We're in a different wave. And energy means something when you mean something behind it. So, yo, man, get you a cash app, yo, and you're gonna be one of my cornerstone guests, yo. I'm gonna just let the niggas know right motherfucking now, man. Marlo here, son. That's my brother. He here. He with me. You know what I'm saying? He with me on his ride, and he might be on a shamanic sabbatical for about. He could go for a year. Y'all might not know. You might not see him, but me and my brother behind the scene, he's there. And when I hit him up and I say, yo, it's time, he gonna come through for us. So, you know, yeah, man, get you a cash shot, man. And as I grow, you know, you gonna grow with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I did this channel, I'm gonna end it with this. I did this channel, it was something in me to do it, you know what I mean, or whatever. Accumulation of all of this shit, because if not, a nigga will develop neurosis. Just
you right about that. Thank you.
Because consciousness is energy, so if it ain't got nowhere to go, it's gonna bounce around, and so you got to release. I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, we just gonna do our thing, man. We just gonna do our thing, and I'm very, very grateful to have people like you on here with me on this journey. And man, we just gonna do our shit, brother. We're gonna do our shit, man. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we
you talk to that bull too, man.
Huh?
Talk to the bull.
That bull? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna elaborate anymore. You need to work with that bull energy. That shit scared the fuck out of me. That's the only shamanic journey I've ever done that scared the shit out of me.
Right here.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You said it about a bull. I'm in my girl's great grandmother's house. And when I came in the basement, there was a Jackson 5 banner hanging up, a real Jackson 5, old and dusty from the Jackson 5 era. I still got that somewhere, but there's this painting right here. Look at this. Of a
oh yeah, I see the bull.
Of the Spanish niggas that do the bull. This is this old ass painting, you know, dusty. This painting was in his house, and I just kept it. And it's funny you talk about the bull and the symbology. You know what I'm saying? And I know what bull is. That's Osiris. That's the subconscious mind. And it's looking like I may have to go to Mount Shasta, bro, and hit that hit that peyote, bro, and go on behind that veil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little taste of it with the shrooms, but I'm gonna have to get to that one.
Nah, the shrooms is like kindergarten.
Yeah, I need that one that's going. I need that one that's gonna pull my files and my cards and say, yeah, remember that?
Need something to shake up that.
Yeah, the ones that's my blocks and the shit that's my, you know, my own.
A little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna say, look, son, this is what you know what I mean? This is what you're dealing with. So
You'll get there. I tell you what, that boy ain't playing. That motherfucker mean business.
My nigga. My nigga. My nigga. Yo, man, let's go ahead and cut this line.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you right back though, so we can what's the term they use? You know, after you work out, you cool off, you know.
Hey, cool down. Hey, whatever.
I'm gonna cut this feed. I'm gonna call you. We're gonna chop it up and just unplug a little bit.
All right.
I appreciate you, God. Thanks for coming on, man.
No, thanks for having me, brother.
Man, y'all motherfuckers better know. Motherfucking MARLO. Act like you know. All right? One.
Peace.